Hi everyone. I just wanted to come back with a continuation on what I was speaking about in various videos, but the last one especially to do with conditional living, releasing. I mentioned in that video the new air, the space that's being made via the mental construct, being released via our work for over the decades we've been here and previous to that, due to humanity making such destructive changes against each other. So, I've mentioned like that mental construct of us battling each other, continuously cycling on the planet, and then getting so destructive as to, we want to really blow up like parts of the planet for like no return, nuclear. Like, we're so wise as to evolve certain ways, but then we still haven't risen to like the heart consciousness expansion, and so that's what we're in. So when I was talking about this air, and we're in time of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, so I would read up on what that means as an energy perspective for us. Functioning in the cosmos and this universe. And what I want to bring to mind, heart, and awareness is we rise in wisdom, and it seems we still have the battle element against each other. So when it comes to, in the last talk I was talking about, look at conditions you work under that aren't going to be held up due to us being here now and the evolutionary shift. And so there's an opening for change in air. Well, the speaking of air so much has made me want to elaborate on the fact that we have so much emotional passion energy that we need to balance with a more whole perspective, that and I see it in the youth a lot. They've come through because they know they passionately want to help the planet with the environment, but when we look at the conditions we've placed on others, global society, that has affected the lightness of our air. So yes, there is pollution elements. We are very good at creating things and kind of haven't cared too much how it affects others, which is all to do with the like, I don't care what conditions, I create or put on others, and now we do have to care more. So the youth are reminding us, we care about our planet, but we've also got to step in with the balance of fighting and the different elements of communication in trying to get points across. We've got to balance with the history of us here now, knowing this, that we are going from, like, we can explain to the youth, we are going from a conditional evolutionary perspective where we have limited each other's full embodiment of like light awareness. There's many ways to explain that, and that's just a summary of it. But it gets to me when I see that we have all the passion there, but we still have the battle element, as though we're going to point the finger, we're going to get angry, we're going to take it on personally. And, you know, it's just always someone out there is doing something against us, which from a higher perspective, like, we're all just sharing a planet. So it's not really an against. So don't take on an against element, but just open up to, you know, what you're here for, to express, like, what's in your consciousness that you feel powerful about, and bring in the balance that we are here for that shift. So let's bring the youth in to express more, and I believe that's happening in some areas. It just needs to sort of spread a bit more. So I guess more understanding that we are going from, and it seems simple, but we're going from the mental bogged down construct that we've got to battle to get anywhere with anything. And if we take that element out of it in our consciousness moving forward, how we approach it, we'll begin to see that the air element is a direct correlation with how we treat each other, and also like the conditions we've lived under. We have those patterns in play. So we are still players in the old, and the invitation of change, in like inviting it by being conscious of it, changes that air. So we take the battle out of it to release it, and have in that you have more space to invite in. We are going through a consciousness shift. What does that mean? It means we look at how we're treating each other. We look at our functioning of, like, you know, heavy metals and things in our air, and what we're doing with those. And we consciously look at those things because we shed light on them, and allowing those processes to be a part of our world anymore is less and less, because we're shining light on, we don't want things this way. So like the children growing up into the young adults now are passionately trying to come together with this. And yeah, we just got to hold that space of expansion and balanced awareness. And yes, how do we all play a part, sort of getting out there and expressing. When I say getting out there and expressing, I mean choosing a cause and holding space for it in a heartfelt, higher knowledge invitation between each other to expand that space and knowledge to come through to support us. Because we're not essentially like, you know, the detrimental talk that goes around is you're killing the planet, and, you know, and you see all this emotion, and it's like the person feels distracted, but they don't need to, because the reassurance is we're not actually killing Mother Earth. She might go through her shifts and changes, but we're not actually, you know, we're not getting rid of her. Humanity is not getting rid of the planet, so we don't have to be like it's detrimental in that way. We are being asked to be more conscious that we're a part of a universe and work together better to hold this sort of light of awareness, because I think the main crucial element here is realize that what you put out is like energy, healthy construct or destruct. So there's not a destruction of our planet, because there's a balance going on and it is a light evolution. So it's really just our intelligence of how we approach the fact that we don't have to get emotionally darkly involved in it and take that sort of destructive route against those and those and those, but you know, together we shine lights on what we don't want anymore, and that gets less. So yeah, because yeah, I felt a confusing energy from the people, especially the youth, and the battle going on there. And it's just like, when you look at that, it's like, we need to just get some grounding about the whole perspective. Like, yeah, as a I know you have passionate hearts and you're here to express it and care in this lifetime, but it's not all going to change at once, and it is a matter of what's gone on before you, and you're back now in this life, and yeah, continue on with the awareness of the evolutionary shift, and just be of a supportive nature of what you love. That's the best thing you can be. That's like a plant on the planet that is supportive, supportive of others. Especially important also at this time, I didn't mention in the last video, don't doubt yourself. If you're holding a supportive, loving, expansive, communicative, constructive manner of moving forward, don't be around those that might doubt it, because that's only just like an anchoring energy rather than, you know, be your whole self, heart energy, planet, like, because we are our own ecological system, which is exactly why I'm talking about this. We are the air that inhabits Mother Earth. So, you know, what we, just because we can't see what that's doing, our action in like, in every breath we take living on this planet, doesn't mean it's not happening, because hello, just take a bigger view. We're a part of a solar system. You know, what we put out is a part of this whole experience. Okay, so keep your vibrations high, your spirit high, share, expand, construct new things. And yeah, when you feel a pull or tug of war in the field, coming across perhaps other groups of mental thought or people coming into, you know, your awareness, you don't have to carry that energy. Okay, so you do have to do for yourself your own grounding work, like to maintain your space healthily, connect with those of a healthy mindset that want to open this space as well. Yeah, because that's all powerful light if you maintain that. But if you get dragged into, and you know your energy is like fighting in a tug of war and you just want to get a mental point across, there's not a lot in that. You're sending your energy out really into support of not your field expanding with others and presence. So yeah, I think that covers it. And yeah, if anyone wants to discuss it further, I'm more than happy to, because it is what is. So let's always keep expanding on that. All right, and I'll be back with more again soon. Much love. Bye for now.